Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Blackout Tea channel. We are here to discuss today Strong Mommy Chrissy as well as Loved by Erica. I hope everybody is feeling blessed on this wonderful Saturday. Guys, if you're stepping in the room, go ahead. Thumbs up the video for your girl. Share the video, please. Share, share, share. Sharing is caring. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you smash that button so that you get yourself subscribed and turn on those post notification bells. So y'all know we're gonna go ahead and get right on into it. I've got a piece of Chrissy's one of her actual videos, the one where she's addressing the rumors about if her and her boo is still going to be moving forward with their wedding. So we're going to kind of get into that, and we're just going to react as we go. Y'all know how we do over here. We just going to react as we go. Let's go.
A lot of you guys have been bugging about Rod. I've been getting so many questions, comments, concerns about Rod and our relationship and the status of it, when we're getting married, if we're getting married, where is Rod, are we still together, and all kinds of different questions. And at the end of the day, you guys, here's the thing. I have had to learn the hard way sometimes to STFU. Sometimes you have to understand that people do not have your best interest at heart. They do not want to see you win. They do not care, whatever. You know, they don't care, whatever. And because of recent events where I've had a lot of issues with people, you know, doing really ridiculous things to my family, I have chosen to not speak on my relationship at this time. Unfortunately, a lot of the things that I was open with, I'm not open with anymore. And it's just gonna have to be like that for right now. And y'all just gonna have to trust your girl, okay? And I know you guys wanna come with me, you guys wanna plan with me, you guys wanna go wedding shopping with me, and I know you guys wanna do all those fun girly little things with me, but we're gonna have to wait for a while and put some things on the back burner, and kind of pump the brakes on some things just for the safety of my family and things like that. So, you know, I just ask you guys to respect that, and I know that it's difficult because I know a lot of y'all love Rod and you want to see him, and you want to know the updates, and you know, I really wish that I could update you and share a lot of these things with you, but I really just can't right now. But I promise you that when the time is right, that I will start to talk to you guys more and open up more about it as I see appropriate. But just right now is not the time. I hope you guys enjoy this Q&A. Let me know what you think down in the comments below.
All right, guys. I'm going to call bullshit on this behalf of her relationship with Rod, because we all know that there has been a couple of things that have come up concerning her relationship, concerning domestic violence, concerning arrests circulating around Rod. I feel, see, girl, just be honest. Right now, if now is not the fucking time for you, say just that. You don't need to be sugarcoating nothing, especially sugarcoating nothing if you're having an issue where you have a dude that likes to move his hands. Okay. So, in other words, you trying to cover up the fact that no, Um, I think everybody believes that about this time there's not going to be a wedding. Okay. And you're saying that you're trying to make some adjustments to ensure that your children are properly secured and cared for, then we understand that. But to sit here and try to lie to the subscribers about, oh, I think I should take some time back or seat back just a bit. I can't disclose this and that information. You was disclosing it before. Or is it because now you are supposedly trying to work with Keisha? Are you getting the same? I should hope you ain't taking no damn advice from over there. Okay? Working together is one thing, but taking advice from a heifer that definitely does not have no control over her situation over there is just that's just backwards. So hopefully you're not taking any advice over there, baby. Okay? Or shit is going to remain the same. There's not going to be any change. But I feel you should just be honest and be honest with yourself. Okay? If right now you feel that it is not time for you to get married to Rod and he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing for you, your children, and y'all as a family, then it is okay to just simply say that. Stop beating around the bush because we know when you're lying. Moving on to this truancy shit. Now, Chrissy, we thought, you was out here trying to make better moves for yourself, better moves for the children, and you was handling shit. You at least had some things under control. But how are you a full-time YouTuber, but your children, again, just like Olivia, is missing school? The only thing y'all doing is getting up in the morning, getting these kids ready off to school, and y'all on the camera half of the day or playing in makeup. So my thing is, how are the children missing school? On top of that, truancy, I can't express how important, and I've said this before, it is, because at the end of the day, these schools is not playing with y'all ass. These people gonna notify the authorities that those kids are not showing up to school as they should be. And yes, you were notified many of times before this situation even went to truancy. So this had to be something where these people feel they already tried to get in touch with you and it was just not enough. At the end of the day, there were letters sent, there are calls that are sent to you. You could have sent your own excuses to get those days filled in. And not only that, if the kids were really sick and you just wasn't keeping them at home, why weren't you getting doctors' excuse? Maybe them doctors hand those excuses out like water if they actually had the patient in their office. So my thing is, I'm seeing it as, yeah, you've been having a lot of lazy days, a lot of lazy moments, and moments that you should have been doing what you should have been doing, you obviously was not. Because now you out here talking about you need a little change to go on a trip. Chrissy, you showed everybody money, which was 20,000 that you supposedly saved. Are you saying that you've spent that? Because my thing is, if you knew that you were going to take a family trip, some of that money right there, when you showed it, should have been money that you had already was saying in your head, this is going to assist in the preparation of our family trip. And at the end of the day, I can't express, even if you're going on trips, okay, y'all going on vacations, you taking the babies. Remember, once y'all start taking these men, you have another individual that you have to support during that vacation. Vacation is a luxury, okay? If you're going somewhere, then you obviously need to have funds where you're going to be going, because when you get there, you had to spend the money to get there. And sometimes if you don't have points, if you're not, somebody that travels all the time and you don't have points, you got to pay for the hotel. And on top of the hotel, baby, you got to still eat. You got to eat then and you got to eat after the trip. So at the end of the day, I don't see why you hadn't put finances up to secure the trip that you knew you would want to take your children on. It just sort of looking like, you going back towards the messy the messy side of things, and you said that you were trying to, adjust. You was trying to glow up, make moves. So I mean, come on, Chrissy. It seems like you need to start focusing. Maybe for a minute things got back off track because of the stuff that you and Rod have been going through. If it did, you gave yourself some time. You say now you're back. Do what you got to do to secure your bag, secure yourself, and then get yourself together. But don't keep letting no man make you double back. Don't keep letting no man make you double back. Because with them there or not, you still got to live. You still have other people depending on you. And that shit comes down all to survival for all. So, yeah. I'm moving on, guys. All right. So, it looks like Luv'd by Erica had placed out another video as well. Okay. And in this video, she expressed how hurt she was. She expressed how this relationship tore her into pieces, literally. And she expressed that she had a lot of pain that nobody was aware of going on behind the scenes. And we all know as women, this is some deep shit that you really, really be you really be in some shit when you're in love with somebody. And it does not happen overnight. See, with men, once they already cheat, it's like they already had another person on the side. So in other words, they were already in another relationship before they even had a chance to heal from anything, which is on Mucker end. Because he been fucking with Jezebel, CreoleBae. I don't care what he say, they been doing that. Him and Creole. Him and Teeth can lie all they want, but they can't. Mucker the sucker, you did that. Okay? And it appears that, Crier helped pull Erica out of those dark moments. And I know from, her crying in the video, that it was something that hit her hard. It hit her hard. And you know what? It sounds like it's something that's even hit practically overnight. Some of the events that occurred. So we will go ahead and take a look at some of this, and then we're going to move forward with the commentary.
By the way, my manager and my mentor, they do not have a YouTube channel. I saw some comments that were saying that there's a YouTuber that's, I guess, going around saying that she was my mentor. No, I only knew that YouTuber for about a month. So, yeah, there was a lot of change in that short amount of time. But honestly, I can't tell you nothing about that lady. But I was hurting at the time. So anybody that would listen, I would definitely talk to them, because I felt like nobody even understand what I was going through. I felt like Damien didn't even understand what I was going through. I felt like Damien understood to an extent because it actually involved him, but Damien don't have a baby inside of his stomach. Things were so bad that I didn't even want to be alone, and Damien didn't even want me to be alone. So I spent plenty of time at his house. Me, Cam, and Dion. I watched him, I wouldn't say become a slave, but he worked his butt off. He cooked us breakfast. He cooked us lunch. And he cooked us dinner. And when he saw me, going backwards, crying and stuff like that, he would encourage me. He would force me, he would make me eat again. And he told me, whatever you do, don't let these people see you sweat. Fight through it. Push through it. Because you're stronger than you think you are. Even though I felt like I was weak, I felt like I was grieving a death that I can't even explain. Only thing is that person is still alive, and the rage that I had inside of me, if only you guys knew. Even when I wanted to say something, Damien encouraged me not to say anything because it was only gonna look like I was bitter, and that's what they wanted.
I'm glad that Damien actually told her that, because I feel like, yes, Erica, if you had came out here and you had to act a fool and you had this and that to say about Mucker, I feel the way you brought it out, people were not going to respect it as much as they're respecting how you're giving it to them now. So I'm glad that Damien actually assessed the situation before just allowing you to lash out, because when we lash out, we tend to do things incorrectly. And this is what she needed to do. She needed to get herself together first. We know that it's a hurting moment. It will hurt for a while, obviously. But also, I feel her taking that time allowed her to assess the actual situation and some of the fucking evidence she had on Mucker the Sucker.
They wanted me to get on here, look like I still wanted him, look like a fool, so that they can have the last laugh. So even though I was going through it off of camera, they didn't get a chance to see it. I was devastated, guys. I mean, I have never been so devastated in my life, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Anytime I felt any type of rage, like I literally was able to lash out. It may not have been in the way that you guys may have wanted me to react or lash out, but that's the only way I can deal with what's going on the inside, the internal pain. But having to grieve in silence, and also I had got to the point where I wouldn't even really talk to Damien about it because I felt like I was becoming annoying to him, to where I would go in the bathroom, I would cry, I would wash my face, and I would come out, and he would just know I was in there crying because one, I wear contacts. Two, I was crying so hard to where, because I wear contacts, you can tell that my eyes were red. I tried to hide it from him, but I couldn't. And then he would become mad because I was still crying. And I couldn't stop crying. I feel like if I wasn't pregnant, I would have been able to deal with the situation probably 90% better. I probably would have just went out and, would have just moved on with my life. But because I had to remain silent for all of these months, knowing that I was really grieving, I was so hurt at the audacity of these two individuals who felt like that was okay to do. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. And I wouldn't have done her like that. Still to this day, I didn't sneak and creep with Damien. I actually had respect for her relationship. I'm pretty sure by now, as much as me and Damien have gone at each other on social media, he would have been told you by now. Because me and him messed around. But we never did. Because you were extra clingy, you were extra possessive, you didn't want him talking to me. And it was the same way with oh boy. He wasn't clingy, but he was extra possessive and very controlling. And he didn't want me talking to Damien either. So we wasn't able to talk to each other. Throughout our whole relationship, when you were in a relationship with him, and I was in a relationship with old boy, we never even stepped foot in the same room. That's just how much these two individuals drew a wedge in between us where we couldn't even co-parent effectively like we do now. So when people ask me how did I feel, how did I truly feel, even though I was smiling in videos, getting intros done, dropping music videos, doing vlogmas, pumping out content every chance I got, keeping my nails and hair done, and I realized something that was very, very important. This situation taught me a very valuable lesson that it doesn't matter the makeup, the nails, the long hair, you know, fancy clothes, none of that stuff matter because I'm still human at the end of the day. And what made it worse was that I was pregnant. And the fact that these two individuals didn't care if I had a healthy baby or not, that's disgusting. That's terrible. And you allowed another man to step up to the plate. So that's the reason why I said that Damien is the father of my child. Damien is the father of my child. Damien will be the father of my child because he's been there. He's been there.
Guys, I wonder if she's also hinting to probably having Damien adopt her child as well. I don't know if one of her plans is to see if Mucker wants to sign over his rights, or if just to have Damien on the paperwork as, you know, the person that actually adopted her baby.
And I have to give credit where it's due. Despite what we may go through, at the end of the day, he was there. And he didn't have to be there. He didn't have to. He stepped up when you stepped down. You told me to have an abortion. He told me I better not get rid of this baby. You was feeding her steaks. He was making sure I was eating healthy. While you was buying her rings, he was buying me Makina shots so that I won't have a preterm labor with a seed that I'm carrying that belongs 100% to you. I don't know how this individual.
Maka, you ain't got to wait till the baby come, and I don't even know the baby might done come. But at the end of the day, that's your damn baby. Okay? Back, tail, teeth to back the hell back. Because you're going for the delivery of your baby. Okay? Which is going to be your first and only son. Is what it's looking like. Okay? Tail, teeth to back up off you while you do what you're supposed to do.
Come to his senses, whenever that will be, if he ever comes to his senses. I believe that once God finishes dealing with him, that he will end up coming to his senses. And when he does, this is going to hurt him way more than it ever hurt me. Damien will 100% be around my child because Damien is the father of my child. Which is why we had no problem coming to the internet saying that. Damien rubbed my stomach at nighttime when I was crying. He rubbed my back at nighttime when my back was hurting. He massaged my feet when they started to swell. He lotioned my legs when I couldn't bend down. He made sure that Cam and Dion was taken care of. He did. And which is why, if old boy would have done those things, even if we wasn't together, I would have always had respect for him. I'll never have respect for him. I don't like him. never will like him. Damien, that's family. Because he understands the true definition of loyalty. And I've also learned throughout this process the true definition of loyalty. It's not what somebody can do for you, it's who's there unconditionally. Me and Damien can fall out today. Tomorrow, if I call him and tell him that I need him to do something, whether it's financially or not, because everything is not financial, he's gonna do it. This man drove 5 hours to help me move into my new place. Back was hurting and everything. Couldn't even move. We had to get a hotel room. He couldn't even drive back. That's sad. You wanted me to paint this image of.
Yo, remember when Crier he had film, and he said that he had to go somewhere, but he never said where he had to go. One day he did indicate though that he had to drive a couple of hours, and so this is where he must have been going at that time, which was going to be Erica's new home. I say this for Damien and Erica. I know that you guys have a child together, but it sounds like also you guys have a close-knit relationship that sometimes is hard to find in individuals. For Damien to take his time to make sure that you was okay during this time, because this was definitely, believe me, a time in need that she needed people the most around her, and she needed them to rally and still love on her. Because this man, Mucker the Sucker, this boy toy that Latoya is playing with, obviously was on some devious shit, just like she was, just like Toya was, he was, okay? And then this deviousness came to a point where Toya was in a situation where Damien had hurt her, and she felt a certain type of way, and so she wanted the same thing that Erica had. She wanted Erica's life, okay? And she was willing to do any and everything that she had to do just pretty much to get that.
This man, to make him out to be somebody that you are. And because I was persuaded to do it, no, you didn't hold a gun to my head and force me to do it. But you are very manipulative. And I was a little weak-minded. But I have to give credit where it's due. So all you are is a sperm donor. But you're not the father of my child. Damien is. Damien is the father. So I have 2 kids.
So you got that, Mucker? She said that she told your little dry up ass that you was not the damn daddy because you wasn't doing shit anyway. At least shit that daddy's supposed to do. Okay? So you can stop repeating that.
By Damien. Yes, Damien is there for Cam. However, Cam Dad does what he's supposed to do. I don't have any problems out of Cam Dad. I don't have any problems out of Damien when it comes to our child. All 3 of us, we are able to act like adults when it comes to the kids. So even if we act like kids on the internet, we don't let that interfere in our co-parenting. Yeah, Damien did ask me for a DNA. Could you blame him? Especially when somebody gets on this platform in front of thousands of people and lie and make it seem like I told them that I didn't know who my child's father was. And then also that same guy make it seem like I was sleeping with somebody else while I was only sleeping with them.
Mucker, you manipulator. Mucker the sucker. You were trying to say she was sleeping with somebody because you know all this time you had been sleeping with CreoleBae, Jezebel.
Damien know that that's not true. I made Damien wait 3 months. Even now, we still haven't slept together. Because I don't move like that. I don't move like that. So, not only do I have a great co-parent partner, I have found a friend in Damien. So even though our love story didn't end the way that I thought, and that hurt me too, which is why the other guy, he wouldn't have even been a factor because I was in love with Damien Crier. I couldn't see myself with no.
Mucker the sucker, you knew that, right? If you knew that, why did you try to play Erica for YouTube and Six? Because I'm going to say that you tried to play her for Six too. You saw her as somebody, another individual that you could fuck on whenever you got ready. And that's why you tried to keep her, you know, the narc normally does that. You wanted to keep her in the circle so that you had access to her.
Nobody else but Damien Crier. I wanted him to be my husband. So when I had to walk away from Damien, that was a level of hurt that I can't even explain. Because I felt like, dang, another failed relationship. And then you just came along and you took advantage. So now I know the difference between a man that's not perfect and a man that's just full of shit.
I'm glad. I'm glad because there's a lot of them out here. It's a lot of dusties like Mucker up out of here that will do this. He tried to use her not only for those things, but also money. He had her providing for him, buying things that he needed for his YouTube channel. But then also, he had her supplying him with information to make him additional income. If y'all listen to Mucker, the sucker, and Toya, the teeth Jezebel, if y'all listen to her real good, they always thinking about extra streams of income. And that is what they saw Damien and Erica as.
Damien is just not perfect. But the other guy is full of shit. And it's your loss when it comes to me and your child. Because these videos are never going to go away. And you want to know something? What pissed me off the most out of this whole ordeal was when he fixed his mouth to say, if the baby is mine, and he's gonna see one day that mommy was saying little things about daddy, and daddy had to respond. Like he threw his fault on me. So you want to turn my son against me? A child that you didn't even want? A child that you told me if I have this baby, that I was on my own. You don't want to have nothing to do with me anymore. All because I decided to keep him. And you think you're going to be father of the year when he gets here. I promise you, he will be calling Damien daddy. That's his father. You're his father. And he gets a chance. He's going to get a chance to see all these videos. Which is kind of why I decided to do this series. It's healing. It's therapeutic. I've learned so much throughout this entire process. I'm thankful. I'm happy. I'm grateful. These are tears of joy, recognition, because these two people counted me out.
Yeah, they did.
That guy felt like I wasn't good enough because I was struggling at the time. Just doing the best that I can to take care of myself and my kids, and he made it worse. I allowed him to make it worse. You couldn't see the value in me because I didn't see it in myself then. I see it now. I let you snatch off my crown. Now I'm wearing it very proudly. And as for your fiance, I don't have really too much to say about her or to her. Because karma for you is who you end up with. I wish you guys the best of luck. Yep. I wish you guys the best of luck. Damien, I want to say to you, I know I've said it in other videos and stuff like that, and I know I did things off the camera and on camera to show my appreciation. However, I wanted to dedicate this video to you. I know I kept jumping all over the place during a minute, and I wasn't supposed to have done that, but just want you to know, if I didn't show my appreciation enough, that you are appreciated. Thank you for stepping up to the plate for not only him, not only for Dion, but for Baby Crier, number 2. And yeah, I feel like you've earned a permanent spot in my life, in my heart, even though we're going to have to deal with each other anyways because of Dion for the next 17 years. But we just added 2 extra years on there because now we have this one right here that, we have to worry about, stuff like that. So, thank you for being there, for cooking and cleaning, and my God, when we first started just really coming over here and staying and stuff, like, he was sweeping all the time. He was cooking, washing dishes all the time, and trying to put out content. He was trying to encourage me. He was upset every time he saw me cry. He was washing clothes. I remember him saying, all I do is wash clothes. Like, he was just washing clothes. So I feel like this whole situation was like a learning experience for both of us. I pretty much let him explain to y'all what he saw, how he saw me breaking, and then he saw strength, and then he saw me breaking again, then he saw strength again, and then he saw me breaking again, and then he saw strength again, it was like an up and down roller coaster for me. And then
I would have to say, I would think it's going to be like that for her for a while, especially y'all know postpartum, the depression after you have babies, and her dealing with so much. There's probably most likely going to be times where she's going to go back into those dark moments. So hopefully, Damien can continue to support her. As well as her subscribers, just sending even a word of encouragement, or even saying a prayer, But Erica, I really do hope that you get yourself together and you finding out who you are, in this point in time. Like, don't let nobody play with y'all, ladies. Don't let nobody play in y'all face. Don't let these men play with y'all. Don't play about your goddamn self. When you look in that mirror, tell yourself the bottom line. I don't play about me. Okay? If a motherfucker ain't gonna recognize who you are, how you treat them, this, that, and the third, the support you show them, give them your ass to kiss, because trust and believe, he did this for a moment. Mucker the sucker gave her his ass to kiss for a moment, and then he even tried to do it longer, and then tried to keep Teeth in the background, him and Teeth, all this time. Both of them had just nothing but commotion going on and trying to make it look like the commotion was coming from someplace else. But lo and behold, in the background was these two, Jezebel and Mucker the fucking sucker. So it looks like they had placed out a video. Okay, I'm gonna try to just pull up a piece here because we ain't going through this whole shit. This at the end, but CreoleBae is dry begging y'all so that she could get a ring. That's just about the bottom line.
It's gonna be an awesome day. Talked about
dry begging so that she can get a ring. Boom. That's what this is about at the end of the day. Okay.
Not, blowing the bank on it. It's going to be very nice.
Yeah.
It's still going to be very, very nice. Later on, the way I feel about like weddings and spending a significant amount of money, if you guys been married for a very long time and renewing the vows, I get it then.
Yeah.
But just starting off the back, just as a newlywed, I do think like it's a waste of money, because there's so many things that you need to establish, especially when you have children. And other things, and the cost of living is going up very, very fast too. So it makes more sense to park that money into an income producing engine to make more money. So, baby,
this is what I'm telling y'all. They always on to how they can use somebody or how they can make more money. Okay, both of them. The heathens is together.
Is absolutely right on that.
And then guys, we just purchased our beautiful home, so we ain't trying to kill the bank twice. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah. We're just being very smart with it. And I'm proud of us. We're doing the right thing.
Girl, Toya, the only thing you've been being is very slick with it. Be very slick with it, honey. Okay, you pretty much sucking mocha bowls from the back. That's what you're doing, but you're sucking from the back.
And hey, we're doing what's right for us, so
absolutely.
I'm sorry. This is what makes us happy, and hey, we're doing what's
sucking
right
from the back makes her happy, y'all.
I'm excited. I just cannot wait. And hey,
let me show y'all so y'all can see Teeth.
Right? I can say, thanks for all the compliments on the weight loss.
Oh yeah.
We have been doing what we need to be doing for the weight loss. So we're getting close to our goals, okay? But I'm just so excited. It's just amazing. And I can't wait to speak down that aisle. My man, okay?
Look at Teeth. Look at Teeth.
I can't walk down the aisle, okay? I'm going to dance down the aisle. Here comes this mother.
Jezebel is hell on wheels.
All right, y'all. Well, we're going to catch y'all later.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm about to go take a little quick shower so I can really join her and do some I don't know.
So looking. Well, I got you. Yeah, I got you. Baby.
Okay. So then I'm gonna give me a massage. So I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Look at teeth. Look at
That's
teeth.
what
Look
I
at
mean.
teeth.
So, all right, guys. We'll catch y'all next time. I hope you guys enjoyed the journey with us. Until next time.
Listen, y'all. Mucker the sucker. They got you, bro. Erica got you. She got you. She got you in the palm of her hands, mucker sucker. Okay? A word of advice that I'm gonna give you, mucker sucker, is start using condoms. I just really wonder how many people you have been sexing but not using the condoms, because we already know you wasn't using none with Erica, and Janelle said you wasn't using any with her. And then when you moved on and you started playing with Creole, that means you had Jezebel, Erica, and Janelle, and you were sleeping with all three of them at the same time. Because remember, at one point, you wasn't even claiming Jezebel at all, because Jezebel was behind the scenes. But Jezebel was still out and about with you, which means that you were having sex with all three of them with your nasty ass. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining the Blackout Tea. Go ahead, thumbs up the video for me. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on those post notification bells. And I will definitely be back to see you guys soon. Thank you.